Once again, this is a new recording session. And after I found out that, yes, indeed, after the last, at the beginning of the last recording session, that it was the end of the first game, a part of me is a little concerned that I might end up finishing off the series during this recording session. Whoa.
大事なものを守るために手段を選ばぬのはお前も同じであろう。マナ娘たちが傷つけ合う姿を見た気分はどうだ？椿とすぐに合わせてやるわ。
父さん、お姉ちゃん、どうしたの？なんだか胸騒ぎが。
Well, first we have zombies. Right, so, like I was saying, the last recording session, I started it off by saying, oh yeah, what if I ended the, what if I actually beat the game in this recording session? I did beat the first game, which is why, I was concerned. I was like, oh, did I beat the first game? This seems like the second game. It was! This is the second game now. I did not realize this, but yes, this is the second game. And now I'm over here like, well, since it only took like 2 recording sessions max to beat the first game, I wonder if it'll be the same with this one. Damn. Could you let me do this, please? Thank you. And just like the last recording session, it's been quite a bit since I played this game. I just got done editing the last recording session, so I do know what's going on. But man, it's been like probably a week or 2 since I played this. As long as we don't get dropped directly into a boss fight, I think we'll be fine. But judging how this opened up, we might be heading right into one. I will say I still stand in my opinion about needing a better way to change into this thing, like making it more of a manual thing rather than an automatic thing. Because, now I have to be like, oh, right, now the fight's over. And then I'm just still in this mode, right? I can't just, preserve it for later. Oh, maybe I'll save some of it till next time I'm in a fight. So that way I don't just waste it and then I have to wait for it to refill all over again. Huh. Place looks ready for a boss fight or an ambush or anything like that. Big ass open area. Oh. Well, there was something big about this room. Jesus Christ, guys. Jesus Christ. Man, it's already a hassle dealing with one of these fucking guys. Dealing with 4 of them at the same time, not a fucking deal. Oh, and we have 2 red ones now. Awesome, guys. It's like the game heard what I said and said, all right, you're right. 4 too many. Let's give you 2 ones that are more difficult to deal with. Ugh. My God.
して許されることじゃないって分かってるけど、父さんはさっきのこと恨んだなんていない。家族をめちゃくちゃにしたエヴァの何々が許せないだけじゃないさ犬が。父さんには時間がないみたいだった。母さんが殺されてから暴走を繰り返して精神が削れていく。何があった時私が誰だかわからないって思ったし、そんな
Like, these military guys are already difficult enough. Why do you need to make them red? Like, make them red as well. Making them even more difficult. When I say difficult, I don't actually mean difficult. I just mean it takes longer to kill them. I say that as I literally just take them out, but whatever, alright? It took way too long to take care of those people. So she's not going to betray us? Instead, she's going to betray the people that she's with. So still a betrayal. Just not the betrayal that I thought it was going to be.
レイの様子がおかしい。いつものことじゃんって言いたいけど、確かにちょっと変だった。杞憂だといいけど。
A big room. Looks like big enough for a boss fight.
壁が開いたみたい。資料を倒せば開くってことね。
Or just another case of fighting big enemies. Or neither. We just keep going ahead. Ah, fuck me. Like I'll say, I don't have a problem with the blood mechanic in general. I think I just more so have a problem with it happening automatically. I would rather it be a manual thing. Okay, that's the only thing I have to say about it, alright? I mean, overall, I don't have that much complaints about this game. Because, like, you know, if I wanted to complain about certain storytelling, who cares? You fucking play this game for the story? Yeah, fucking right, alright? Shut up, okay? And I played Dynasty Warriors because of the story. Yeah, that's not why you play that type of game, alright? You know, no one played Lollipop Chainsaw because they thought the story was so cool. No, okay? And that's my thing, right? It's not about how good the story is. Who cares? It's about how fun the game is. If the game's fun, then the game's fun. Alright? And that's what I'm saying about this game, right? I was never expecting this to be a fucking like a storytelling masterpiece or anything like that, or be blown away by the game. It just needed to be what it needed to be, which is just a fun hack and slash game that feels a little bit like an arcade style video game or whatever, you know. That's all it needed to be. Alright? It's all it needed to be. However, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it does that perfectly. Now, again, I know that this game is also based on a game from the early 2000s, but I don't think that's an excuse, especially when you're coming out with a remake of those older games. Like, I know this remake came out in 2020, and when the hell did the... Like, I mean, look at all the other remakes that have happened since then, and I'm not even counting just the Resident Evil ones. But, like, look how many of them came out, and it's like, well, you can just remake the game, but just improve on all the things in that game. you know, that might be a little bit outdated. Like, all I'm saying is if you made the shop a little bit more in depth, changed the system from being a, an automatic thing to a manual thing, and just make there be more of a reason for me to like ads. Like, I don't even care about like, things for like different outfits or something like that, or concept art that you can find. That would be nice, but if you couldn't do that, then just at least give me some like boxes or barrels or something that I can find, that I can like, I don't know, fucking, that I could at least like get more money out of, so that way I don't have to potentially go back and do levels again just to get enough money to afford things. At least make it to where like, hey, you can find like, if you do more, like destroy more things, and you can find more like credits or whatever the fucking currency is to then buy new stuff. Or give me more things than just rings for health, rings for attack, and rings for, energy things in my like as available options to buy. I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's so close to being exactly what it needs to be to scratch that itch, that I'm not even complaining because I think the game's bad. I'm just complaining that it's just simple things that games have done that are similar to this game to just make it just a little bit better, okay? Right? Am I gonna play this game? Am I gonna play this game again after this? Probably not, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. I'll probably go on my day in my life never playing a fucking, never playing this game ever again, okay? But no one's asking me to. Maybe I might play other Onee Chanbara games, because I'll tell you this much. This game has at least piqued my interest in potentially playing the other games, because I don't know, let's see how the series goes from here and how they play, and I'd be fine. I'm not saying I will play the other games, but I'm just saying, I'm at least more intrigued to see how games that came out after the first and second game are. Technically, this game did. Technically, I think this is the most recent release for the series, but I'm not going to count it because obviously this is a remake. This is a remake of the first two games. But I don't know. The game has at least piqued my interest in the series, but there are things that I would still have complaints about. And I'd like to see if the series eventually improved on those flaws. At least flaws that I see. Personal flaws. So now the truth comes out, and now Aya and Saki know that Lei is actually a clone and has clones. I mean, we already knew about that, but you know, whatever. I would have thought that they would have been a little bit more difficult.
まさかレイがクローンだなんてね。何か強い気配を感じる。
Really? You can't believe it? You're fighting an army of zombies, and they all come in different sizes, shapes, and forms. We literally fought a giant zombie baby that had a vine that came out of its belly button, and you can't believe that the person you knew was a clone. The person you, before, you know, probably in timeline of the game a couple of days ago, didn't even meet in person. You only knew him over the phone.
父さん、お父さん。
あいや、それに先よく来てくれた。どうか俺を殺してくれ。
どうして？
もう限界なんだ。俺を殺せ。
Okay.
父さんじゃない。やっと会えたのに。まさかレバに。
Hey, Saki. First time you're meeting your father in quite some time, and, well, you gotta kill him. Don't worry, this is kind of how Aya met, saw her father the first time in so long as well. She had to fight him damn near to the death. Alright, that's one health bar down. Oh, he disappeared. There he is. Whoa! That's a new attack. I wish the lock-on feature was a lot better as well, because I feel like half the time I'm swinging and I'm swinging at nothing. Or I have to guess where they are. Ugh. Alright, one last health bar to go. This fucker disappeared again. Get over here, you fucking coward! Okay, I get it. Maybe I was a bit rude to call you a coward. Oh, we're done. Fuck you. It's more annoying of a fight than anything.
立派になった。俺は何も教えてやれなかったのに、ここまで強くなるとは。母さんはきっとお前の本当の強さを知っていたのだな。あいや、俺が持っていたその刀には名前がついてるんだ。
名前。
お前たちの名を。二人が生まれた後、一人で戦うのは心細かったからな。いつも大事に持っていたんだ。だけど娘切っちゃうような父親じゃ持ってる資格ないよな。
してそんなになるまで一人で戦ってきたの？
せめて父親としてかっこつけたかっただけなんだ。ああ、母さんが迎えが来たみたいだ。
やだ！
イミチは呪われた一族、この世に存在してはいけない一族だ。エヴァもイミチを利用する奴らも根絶やしにしなければ、また誰かが悲しむ。あ、いや、先イミチの力を、刃を持たぬ人のために最後までダメなお父さんでごめんな。
父さん、お父さん。行こう、サキ。父さんの使命を果たすために。
She's gonna leave a sword there? I mean, I know Aya's already got 2 of his swords, but what's one more? Oh, new area. Cool. I mean, the last area is basically just brought over from the first game, so kind of just felt kind of boring. So at least there's this, you know, it's new. Whoa, kind of crazy. But also kind of feels like since there's nowhere else to go from here, this might end up being the last section in the game. We might be at the end. I don't know. Alright, I bought some more rings to help more defensively. So, we'll see. I don't know. Don't want to take no damn chances. Whoa.
最後まで私にかなうことはなかったな。所詮男のイミチ族などひとたび暴走すればこちら側に戻ってこれぬのだ。それにしてもよく平然とした顔でアヤと一緒にいられるのね、サキちゃん。
お前のせいで
まんまと騙されたお前は愚かだな。
黙れ！あの時の私はどうしようもなく弱かった。お前のザレ言を信じてしまうほどに。お前は絶対にぶっ殺す。
Oh, anime lines!
私は生きなければならない。お前たちの心臓をも取り込んで。
母さんと父さんの仇、お前をぶった切る。
Holy shit.
母は死に、娘の自分たちも殺そうとした愚かな父の敵討ちか。実に愚かだな。
愚か。確かにそうかもしれない。でも私は父が愚かだと思わない。心の底から愛した人のために命を燃やし戦い続けた父を。
I don't know where she is.
私は
There she is.
じゃあそんなくだらない干渉のために自分の人生を戦いの渦中に投じるというのか。
たとえ意味の運命に狂わされても大切な人のために、刃を持たぬ人のために私たちは戦う。
Alright, that's 1 health bar down. I was gonna say, oh, you know, okay, can't do anything. Just move. I was gonna say, oh, you know, honestly, this fight is going a little bit easier than the last one. But, I was like, well, it's only the first health bar. I should probably, you know, wait to see how the other ones are gonna go before I start casting my judgment. Alright, I'm gonna confidently say now, if nothing changes in the moves that she does, I'm gonna say she's a little easy, you know? I mean, the last boss fight, I was saying it wasn't really hard, it was more so annoying. That is correct, but this one, at least I'm able to more predictable, like, she has more predictable spots where I can just, and spots where she's just sitting around that I can just hit her, you know. It's a little bit more easier to deal with than dealing with the last one. But I don't know, fight's not over yet. She's doing some crazy shit now, so I might be wrong. I mean, you can add all the green shit you want and just keep chaining your moves together like this. I don't know. It's not that much more difficult. I just feel like there's green shit falling from the sky now, so it probably means something. You know, maybe those things are coming at me and attacking me and doing more damage, but she's still just doing the same moves. It ain't nothing crazy, you know? I mean, the only thing that's difficult now is she's chaining them together, which is making it a little bit more difficult. But that's about it. Although her chaining that shit together is making it a little harder to dodge. As long as I'm able to get around that, then, man, we're fine. This boss fight is cake. I mean, I said it at the beginning where I'm like, honestly, having both Saki and Aya and whoever I'm not playing as, you know, gets their health back, it does make it a little bit easier. You know, makes it a little bit way easier. Okay, now you're being a little bitch and you're hanging off in the background. Okay, I need you to get closer. Okay, but it makes it a little bit easier, all things considered. Okay, that was new. Maybe do it a little bit sooner. I feel like she just unveiled that halfway through this health cycle, so. Also, she only does those new moves like once in these, like, it doesn't become a regular part of her rotation of moves that then makes it a new thing that I have to deal with. It's still the same moves that she's doing. Like I said, like, she's just now chaining them together, which is then making it a little bit harder to time. But if she was doing more shit actively, I mean, like that. If she just did that more often, she just busted this out of nowhere. But if she was busting out new, like, every health cycle, just like, here's a new move that you now have to deal with in rotation with the other moves that she already does, then maybe it would be a little bit more difficult. But since it's just the same moves, just linked together, then it's not that difficult. I mean, she's done. She's done. Maybe, unless.
私はまだ死ぬわけにはいかぬのだ。
Oh shit. Oh my god!
こんな茶番にいつまで付き合うつもり？私ね、組織のクソどもをぶち殺して気づいたら皆殺しにしてきちゃった。たった一人に私はオリジンになれたのよ。これでやっとたった一人になれたのに。でもなんだろう、やっぱり何かが足りないの。あんたみたいに、いや、あんたになりたいのに。
Okay. You sick fuck.
私はあんたになりたいんだよ。
Ah, so that was not the final fight. And she did eventually betray us. My thought was correct.
誰かが悲しむ。
あんたも秘密に狂わされた一人だったんだね。あんたの悲しみ、私が受け止める。
I don't know what music's going on in the background, but I'm gonna be real with you. Low-key kind of sounds sick.
すごいよ。やっぱり秘密って最高。
We have not fought her in a long time, so I gotta get. I'm like forgetting. Oh yeah, these are the moves that she used at the beginning of the game. Just now with some extra oomph. And the gutturals in the background are not helping me focus on this fight, okay? And I remember her being a bullshit when we fought her the first time. So this is not helping either.
私は今でもあんたのことが大嫌いだよ。
そんなこと知ってる。私もあんたのこと大嫌いだよ。
Oh, she jumped in the middle. She's doing something new. We've been fighting for so long, the music, I just noticed, has restarted. Which means that they did not... Sorry, I'm about to nerd out here. They did not clip the audio in the right spot, or at least they didn't loop it in the right spot, which they should have done. They should have done did, but they didn't do it. So they just let it stop and then loop it again. Instead of finding a... This is unrelated, and I'm just thinking about stuff, and nobody cares. I know nobody cares. Who cares? I'm just saying. Alright. I cannot... When I hear, like, certain audio mistakes that are kind of fixable, I just cannot help myself but to think of it. It's probably because I'm so picky about my audio problems. Like when I've, you know, made videos where I've needed to like use some audio, like some music in the background, that I'm like, oh, you know, when I hear somebody else doing something that's not correct, I don't know, there's a part of me that's just like, you're not doing it right. But I guess me holding other people to the standard that I hold myself to, which I don't know, I shouldn't really do. You know, it's not really, you know, not everyone has the same ideas. But I would think that if you were putting music as a background music in your video game, you would make sure that you looped your music correctly. Alright, we're almost done with her. Halfway there. And if this bitch is just gonna give me the same shit she's already been doing, then it ain't gonna take that long. Oh man, here we go. Saki for the win. You done, bitch. Ah.
やっぱ強えわ。かっこいいよ。あんたになりたかったよ。
レイ、あんたはあんただよ。
What the hell? I guess that did happen to her father, so maybe it's the baneful blood or whatever the fuck it's called.
"いつまでも二人で仲良くね。お母さん、お父さん、見守っててね。さあ、行こっか、サキ。うん。私の名前はアヤ。父さんの刀を受け継ぐ者。私の名前はサキ。お母さんの技を受け継ぐ者。ただ戦うだけだった人生は今では大きく変わった。刃を持たない人のために秘密の力を使うこと。それにサキが私の戦う理由。私にはとても大切なお姉ちゃんがいる。誰よりも私のことを信じてくれる人。そんな大切な人をこれ以上失いたくない。父さん、お母さん、これからも私たちは戦い続ける。
Man, and that's it. I have to say, you know, after, I mean, the only, you know, thing I went off of at the beginning, the only thing I knew about this game was the movie. And I thought, while, you know, making the video that I made for the movie and everything, or about the movie, I thought that the game had to have been better, right? As that typically always is the case with video game movies, right? And I gotta say, obviously, yeah, the game's a lot better. But that does not mean that the game is, like, good. And that's where I've been complaining about during this game, right? At least later on, after I, you know, had already played through it for so long, I kind of started to kind of complain a bit more, because after you play it for so long, you're like, okay, this is kind of feeling boring. And I think that's ultimately the problem, is that after a while, it kind of just feels boring. and just feels like you're just doing the same shit over and over again. And it's kind of because you are, and instead of making there be more harder enemies, like just harder enemies or newer enemies, it's either just recycled enemies, or they just take the older enemies that are easier and just make it take longer to kill them. And it's like, this is fucking bullshit. But whatever. I think the game is fine. It's not necessarily what I'd recommend, but I don't know, man. If it's your type of game, then go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you, alright? But just don't come to me complaining when you play it in front of people and they go, what the fuck are you playing, dude?